let me tell you why you don't have oily, combination, dry, or sensitive skin. If you want to know, this is a video for you. Hey everybody, it's Lisa, owner of Peaches Skincare. You can visit us at peachesskincare.com. I also invite you to go over to Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well, because I do post different things there and you will learn a little bit more about my or our holistic Lisa skincare and what my estheticians do in our salons. If you're new to the channel, if you're not new to the channel, I'm still going to say this. I am now 57. I do nothing invasive to my skin, no needles, no procedures, no pills. And what I teach you has worked for almost 40 years. We own 3 holistic skincare salons: Santa Barbara, California, Naples, Long Beach, California, and Montgomery, Cincinnati. So many of you ask me, well, will this hurt me? Is this the one I should use? Because I'd rather use this one. Use the brands I tell you. Listen and open your heart to what I teach you, because it works, and it has worked on hundreds and hundreds of thousands of clients. I also don't try to sell you a million different things. Yes, I have a product line. If you want to try it, I'm here for you. If you want to use something else, send me a picture of it. And if I have tested it and I feel confident with the ingredients, I'll give you a reply. But the things that I teach you, as I said, work, and they work every time. If you can just put aside so much of the chatter that you see on social media, that you see in marketing, or from ads. They always seem to use a younger girl, not always men, and they're always trying to make us feel worse as we get older. And I mean 30, 40, 50, and 60, and 70, and 80. I'm not just saying when you're 50. I think 30-year-olds are starting to do things to their skin that are, it's really quite sad. Even 20-year-olds, we're seeing Botox and big lips. And if that's what you want to do, please stay so that I can encourage you to be you and love who you are. So why do I believe everyone has normal skin? It has worked for me with every single client, regardless of color of skin, regardless of how bad their skin is, how aged their skin is, how broken out their skin is. We all have normal skin. We are born with normal skin. Unless you, for some reason, have some type of birth issue where your pores don't sweat, that would be something that might be different. But when we're young, we're taught how to wash our hair, we're taught how to bathe or brush our teeth, but we're really not taught in many cultures how to take care of our skin. We're not taught to wear a hat, we're not taught to wear good sunscreen. I don't believe in all sunscreens, just a good sunscreen, but a wide-brimmed hat is most important. And we're just not taught that cleaning our skin and taking care of our skin is something we should do. And then as we become teenagers, we're taught, cover it with layers of foundation and concealer. You are not beautiful without pounds of makeup. And now, unfortunately, we're seeing such a huge influx of young men and women doing things to their faces. I also believe that sunscreens can be horrible for the skin. Some of them, some sunscreens. I only believe in zinc oxide or zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. And so those affect your skin. And so by the time we're 20 to 23, we have done so much damage to our skin. It's actually written in the Journal of Medicine. And our skin does 3 different things. It covers the bones and muscles, it regulates the temperature of the body, but it also purges, so I guess it'd be 4, but it also thickens or calluses to protect itself. So let's start with dry skin. If you think you have dry skin, regardless of where you live, it is because your skin has thickened and calloused, and there's so many different reasons. It's protecting itself from the environment in your home. You don't have enough moisture. You may be using actives before you should. So many people write me about tretinoins and alpha hydroxys that are acids, not natural. And I even have people telling me they're using TCA peels or different peels that really started in cosmetic surgeons' offices, and then estheticians started using them, which I thought was really not a great idea. You know, you always hear me say, look at your esthetician. Does she practice what she preaches, or has she done so much to her face? But many of those things will make your skin say, uh-oh, you're hurting me. And so it calluses or thickens, just like the heels of your feet or your elbows or your knees. It's protecting itself. So you want to exfoliate to remove those thick layers. Exfoliating morning and night is key. When you exfoliate gently every morning and night, now I'm meaning gently, you know, this is blueberries, coffee, pomegranate, hibiscus. You want to find something that's gentle. You are removing those layers of dead, dry skin each and every day, and eventually you will see a brighter, healthier skin. Now, let's say that you think you're dry from texture or the way you feel. Many times it can be a fungal issue. We have natural fungus and bacteria always on our skin, and it is when we activate it with doing crazy things like microneedling or thinking we're dermaplaning our face. Really, shaving is all you should be doing. Or we're, doing something invasive. Your skin thickens, but it also creates a fungal issue, and that can look very red and dry. Now, another thing to do is if you're living in a very cold environment, and only Vaseline brand petroleum jelly, triple purification process. This is clean. It is also written in the Journal of Medicine. Apply a light layer of Vaseline to your skin after you put your moisturizer on, and you will be amazed how amazing it feels later in the day or the next day. And if you're one of my peaches, you'll put your milk and magnesia right over it, but after a few hours, okay? So this would be your PM routine. Now, sensitive skin, it's really for a lot of the same reasons. You're putting foundation and concealer on your face, and your skin doesn't like it. I can't tell you how many times I have taken a client off of foundation and concealer, and their skin improves within days. Yes, it cleans out. Yes, different layers come up, but foundations and concealers have so many chemicals and colors, and some have fragrances, and some are just like, putting this giant thick mask on your face. Your skin can't breathe, and that can make it more sensitive. Also, using things you shouldn't be using, like I said, with dry skin. Peels, TCA peels, tretinoins, or actives that your skin is not ready for. I'm not saying tretinoin's bad, I'm just saying your skin may not be ready for it yet. And that can create sensitivity. Also, going outside without a hat on will be dry, can make your skin feel sensitive, it can make it combination, and it can make it oily because you are only allowing the sunscreen to work when in fact so many do not cover enough. And if you're not using zinc oxide or zinc oxide and titanium dioxide and wearing a wide brimmed hat, not a baseball cap, your skin will thicken, it will become sensitized, and it will create more oil and issues. Okay, so oily skin. Our skin is an oil-loving organ, and so many people will tell me, oh, my skin's been oily since I was young. I don't use moisturizer, I don't use oil. Well, when you don't apply moisturizer, that should be food for your skin and healing at the same time. And if you don't apply a facial oil, your skin will try to make oil. It will say to itself, again, you're harming me, or I'm dying, this is not good. And it actually makes more oil. We saw this a lot with a lot of products such as, oh gosh, I can't think of the name right now. A lot of the acne products. They would have so much benzoyl peroxide in them, or so many things in them, or the doctor would have you on so many medications or so many topicals that your skin just said, oh my gosh, I need to make more oil. And we call it the volcano effect. Within weeks, their skin seemed to clear in the first couple weeks, but then it just exploded because the skin needed to push out oil to essentially save the epidermis and dermis and stratum corneum and all of it. I hear people say all the time that I am hurting my barrier. You can hurt your skin's barrier or change the pH by simply walking outside, by not wearing a hat outside. The sun is always out, even on a cloudy day. from the weather in your home or your environment being too cold or too dry. So don't put so much emphasis on that as much as feeding and putting moisture and oil on your skin. Okay, combination skin, it's really the same thing. You always hear the term T-zone and things like that. It's because you're doing too much to this area, so it's trying to make too much oil. Or you're doing too much over here, so it's trying to make too much oil. Foundations perhaps, concealers, bad products, and so your skin is just all over the place and so confused and screaming for help. So dry skin, sensitive skin, oily skin, combination skin, you are creating that issue. A great thing to do at night is wear your milk and magnesia to bed, regardless of your skin. It really helps to pull things out and keep your skin from making too much oil at night while it's purging out the body. You want to do something like that. What else did I bring? If you want to get rid of that thickness, putting a mask that is a natural enzyme, not these peels, not these lasers, not these chemicals, pumpkin, papaya, that is going to be a natural enzyme that eats away at the old tissue and the old thick skin. There are so many things you can do to have gorgeous, healthy skin, but you have to really open your heart and mind to listen to me. I am a master esthetician. I have done this for years, and these things work. If you have any questions, or if I haven't touched on anything that you're curious about, ask with love and kindness below. Let's spread the word and encourage others to open their minds to what I teach, and I hope that you all uncover your true confidence.